welcome back to another episode. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So, guys, you guys already know what happened this morning. And not only that, but we got a couple of releases. Okay. We got a couple of releases, and we have a third-party tease. It's not really a tease. They showed the whole thing, which is kind of interesting. I am going to pre-order that thing immediately. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy tonight, guys. A lot to talk about. Don't forget to hit the like button. There's 9 of you guys in here already. Thank you guys for being here. I didn't think anybody was going to show up tonight, but here you are. We'll see who's in the house real quickly. We got Uncarded. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
It says, looks like we're going to be talking about more than one kind of predator tonight. I don't know. What do you mean? What is that? More than one kind of predator tonight. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. We got Rob in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. I'm doing. Welcome. Let's see. Hey, late again. I don't think so. We got Michael. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Good evening, collectors. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Ernesto, how are you, my friend?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. Thank you guys for being here. We got Big Dog in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. We got Ash in the house. How are you, my friend?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. We got Ron. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. Thank you guys for being here as well. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see who else we got in the house. Which will make sense and wrong. Which will make sense and wrong. They Marvel has a plan. Just watch. Which will make Ash. I don't know if you're drinking that kangaroo urine right now, but it's kind of early for this. Bow.
How you doing?
Oh. Ash says, and you have evil versions of the Avengers too, like Hydra. Yeah, we know that's coming. They already verified that Chris Evans is coming back as Captain Hydra. So where have you been for the past 2.5 years? Leo, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Welcome. No DP. This is this guy. It's coming. Relax.
Doing.
Welcome, my friend. Also, guys, Thule won the raffle. He finally decided on his choice. So we don't have to wait any longer. I could ship it tomorrow. I thought today I was going to be able to ship, but I forgot it was a holiday. So he took his sweet time and he decided. Mad Planet in the house. How are you?
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. We got Lou.
I'm doing.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
He says, what up, my masterful and creative collectors? It's pred time and not time to catch a predator. See? He knows. Let me tell you something. His conscience is so guilty right now, okay? Right now, that he had to say this. Why is he talking about to catch a predator? What is it? Why? Why tonight? In the words of Luch, guys, strap it on. Okay? Chris, my friend, welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. Do they make them forbid? Oh my God. Ash, don't be disrespectful. Ash, don't be mean, okay? You're being mean. I don't like it. We got Harold. How are you, my friend? Welcome, Harold. I feel like I haven't seen you. Where have you been? You've been MIA, Harold. I don't like it, Harold. I don't like it. I typed in the wrong. Yeah, I was like, what is happening right now? I was like, what is he talking about? I knew it wasn't English. It was definitely Australian. Cassandra, how are you? Where's garlic not? Where's garlic not? That garlic, the garlic is not. The garlic is not. See? He knows. You know why you say what you said. Strap it on, Luch. Strap it on. All right, guys. So let's get started. So first and foremost, we're going to get into the third-party stuff, which I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool, right? Bob said, I don't know what is wrong with you when I showed it to him, but just remember this conversation because he will pre-order this when it comes out. Okay. So it looks like, guys, somebody, because this came from Kit, right? Kit posted this on his in his group. So as you can see, this is the Bane figure, right? This was the Bane that came out with in the movie Batman and Robin, right? With Poison Ivy, Bane, and Mr. Freeze, right? So it looks like somebody's getting into the Bane, which same thing I said to Bob. This is not my favorite Bane by any means, but growing up with those movies, watching those movies over and over and over, there is no way that if you're getting those figures, you're not going to want this Bane. Whether you like the design or not, again, if you're collecting, obviously. If you're not collecting, then you're going to say, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's ugly. But if you're looking to collect and you got those figures coming, Batman and Robin, absolutely you need this in your collection. One thing, do not expect this to be any high quality by any means. Do not expect this to be anything great because, again, it's going to be third party. Number one, we don't even know what brand it is as of now. So I can't even tell you anything if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad, because we don't know the company yet. So, but again, third party can't be great. These big, bulky figures are never really great. These bodies that they use are never really great. They're usually kind of loose. Right. So that's the issue with that. But obviously, if you're if you want this look of Bane, right, you want this take on Bane, you need the figure regardless. So like I said, as soon as this goes up for pre-order, I'm ordering mine immediately. Also, guys, there is a Toppo release right now. It's up for pre-order on not on Sideshow, on Kit 16 Kit for the Kane figure, right? Remember that Hot Toys made the Kane figure with the white turtleneck, the sports jacket, and his, everything else. This, this Toppo figure, it's a body, right? They're giving you the body and they're giving you the black suit instead of, what Hot Toys made. So remember in the beginning of the movie, for those who saw the movie, John Wick Chapter 4, Kane was first appeared with, again, the little black tie, the black coat, the white shirt, and the black pants. So just like John Wick usually appears, that's how he appeared at first. And then at the end, he changed into the turtleneck with how Hot Toys made him. So you will be able to get both looks. Now, the thing with Toppo is this. They give you the body already included with their outfit for a reason. Right, which I don't mind, right? I don't mind getting the body for $100 something, right? It's not terrible. The thing is, I like it when they do the body, when they include the body with their outfits, because you know that the tailoring will be that much better, and it will look that much better because it is purposely done on top of that specific body that they offer the outfit with. So it is. I like it better than just buying the outfit and then we have to decide what body to use it on. And then, usually, obviously, depending on what the thing is, whatever the outfit is, whatever the outfit is, whatever the accessory is, we then have to figure out, all right, which body works best. Some people ask around. So that's another reason why I try not to do stuff like that. But when it comes already pre-made, like also their Batman, their 22 Batman hobo outfit, right? Remember, it came with the body as well. So again, they do that for a reason, which I don't mind, because again, it makes their product look that much better. It makes their outfits look that much better. How? Because it's fitted already to that specific body that they're giving us with that outfit. So very, very smart on their part. The thing is, for example, the Kane head sculpt that you are going to need for that, that third-party suit is kind of funky. It comes with like an extension piece attached to it. I don't know if their body's going to be able to handle that. I don't know how they're going to modify bodies to fit that head sculpt in there. But like I said, I already pre-ordered mine today because I need that look. I need him in again, is Hot Toys going to reuse that head sculpt? They could, right? They could give us a suited Kane like the third party, like Toppo did, right? And what are we going to do? Right? That's the end of that. I don't see it coming. But again, who knows? So that's why I ordered mine right away, just because I said, if they make it, it is what it is. I'll get them both. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? I did 60 push-ups. Look at that. Look at that. Cassandra, happy birthday. Look at you. Happy birthday. Wait a minute. Happy birthday, Cassandra. The best gift I could give you is look at Brad. Just look at Brad one more time like this and just walk out the door. Imagine. Oh, my God. Happy birthday, Cassandra. Enjoy it. Oh, my God. Let's see. Pass on all third-party figures. Need to save money for Star Wars or Marvel. See, that's interesting because so does that mean, guys, hit the like button? There's 26 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's interesting, Big Dog, because you're not alone, right? A lot of people have to now, because again, there's so much Hot Toys, they have to pick and choose, be even more picky, right? Especially if you're a Hot Toy Star Wars collector, because they're nailing us. Joe, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Good evening, everyone. Memorial Day to my fellow American friends. As a good gesture of gratitude, I hope you enjoy my Oh, my God, this guy. Unbelievable. Rob says, if you're a hoarder, you need this, right, Fabs? Guys, if you pay attention to this comment here, as you can see, right, clearly this person does not collect anything. Clearly. Okay. How are you in a collecting community? Okay. Trying to collect. Okay. And you're looking at collecting as hoarding because you're not collecting. Can you imagine? Oh, my God. Alchemist, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. I may have to get that Bane without any other exactly. That's another problem, right? First of all, nobody expected that. I sure as hell didn't expect that. And if anybody was going to make it, obviously it would be third party. So now that it's here, this is our only option. Do I think anybody else is going to try to compete with this? I don't think so. So again, anything's possible, but I don't think so. So this is most likely going to be the one to get. And again, you don't have to get anything, right? You don't have to. Which Mexican lucha? That's exactly what it looks like. That is 100% correct. Ash with the super chat. Look at this, guys. He said you lie. Unbelievable. I don't ever.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
And this is for lying on the super
Y'all
chat.
don't ever disrespect me.
Okay, because I don't lie to you. And this is also for lying on the super chat. That's what you get for being a liar publicly, okay? Tuli says, I agree with Deadpool 1, too much heat. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. I don't even know what to get. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I have to pick and choose now. I'm all over the place. I don't know. You know, I'm too busy at the moment, obviously, with the Star Wars stuff, right? Getting all that stuff. But then it's like, all right, what's next? So today, Predator, which we're gonna get into in a second. 1-1. Yep. For me, no time for third-party destruction. We don't see. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. People are getting picky, and it sucks because obviously I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming that if we didn't have to focus so much on Hot Toys because of the constant Star Wars stuff, we could be buying other stuff, you know, expanding our collection and not being so focused on Star Wars. Obviously, if you're a Star Wars fan and that's all you collect, then it is what it is. But if you like other stuff and you're stuck with Star Wars because there's so much of it, that's kind of, you know, that kind of sucks to me, right? If I felt like, man, I can't really branch out anywhere else because now I'm stuck with all the Star Wars, that would suck. My only problem is, obviously, I have to get all the Star Wars stuff, but I need other stuff. So what am I doing? Now I have to lock in all the Star Wars stuff and then pick and choose here and there what I should get next, what do I need next, blah, blah, blah. So that's what's happening with me right now. All right, so let's get into the new guys, the new. So first and foremost, we're going to get right into the deluxe guys because there's no need to get into the regular. So very exciting announcement today. As you can see, the Predator 2.0. This is what they were teasing, right? It was on the coming soon page of Sideshow called the Jungle Predator, right? This is the second time they've named something, prior to announcement, and then they change it, right? Remember that they did it with another figure. I forget which one it was. They had named it one thing, and then when it came out, it was a different name. I forgot what it was. So it looks like it's something that they're starting to do, right? They decided to change the name last second. Also, for those who don't know, they had made a Jungle Predator. You know, it was one of the very first Predators that they made years ago for the movie. Again, very, very basic. It wasn't an updated figure at all. It was their very first figure, right? It was an MMS 90 or 60 or something like that. That Rudy mentioned it today. So this, then they did the classic Predator, right? Which that would have been considered their 2.0 at the time, which wasn't called 2.0, right? But that was their updated version, which I posted them today. If you follow me on social media, I posted them today. I never owned the old one, the very, very first one, the Jungle Predator, right? So I only have the what are they called? The classic Predators, which came with the fancy diorama base. Very, very nice figure. So now, okay, so this is where it gets crazy. So for those who know, and for those who don't know, or may not know, these figures are solid plastic figures, right? They're very, very solid. They're heavy figures, but literally very, very stiff, not much articulation at all because of the type of body that it is. And what makes these figures different, if you get any or not, let me be very clear with what I'm about to say. There is a line of, because they're all different, right? They're all different. Like I said, you have an MMS 60 or whatever it is, and then you have, MMS 2 and change or 1 and change. So there is a huge difference in bodies from one time frame to another. The newer bodies, if you pay attention to the design of each separate Predator, it is only the paint on the body, but it is the exact same body used multiple times, like they tend to do. The outfit is what changes it. The paint application is what changes it. The paint design is what changes the figure, and obviously the head sculpt, right? So now that they have the 2.0 body set, This is the beginning for 2.0 Predators. Again, I don't know how many they're going to do. I don't know how deep they're going to go, but you better believe, just like you've seen with any other line, so with Terminator, okay, 2.0. We're seeing it with BVS, 2.0. We're seeing it with the Mandalorian, Moff Gideon. It's a 2.0. So it's happening, right? Everything's becoming a 2.0, right? So now, how deep are they going to go? That's the only question. But you better believe they're not going to make just one. You better believe they're not going to just make two. You better believe they're not going to make three. Now with the new Predator show on Hulu, I want to say, with that new design of Predator, that's going to be made most likely also. So buckle up, because it is going to get insane. Now, this helmet here, it is a deluxe. This is a deluxe item, right, that they gave us. So it looks like they gave us a battle damage helmet. But this helmet, guys, for those who don't know, comes from the Guardian Predator. And again, if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I posted this exact helmet today because it is from the Guardian Predator. So what does that say? They're already using the helmet as a bonus for the figure. It doesn't mean they're not going to give us, a whole new Guardian. They could at any moment. Why not? It's a different movie. It's a different figure. It's a different paint application. So, absolutely, right? Just like they did with, what did they do? They gave us something for, the boots for the range trooper, right? They gave us a figure. Oh, this is special. This is cool. Just like they're doing now with the deluxe. Oh, you get this helmet with this one. And then boom. Here's another Predator with that helmet already. But instead of being battle damage, it's a clean version. Going to happen all day long. It happens already. So that's what's coming. Now, USB powered. I'm assuming that we're going to get the battery pack just like the Darth Vader figures, just like, anything with the lightsabers now, right? You get the little USB battery pack, and that's about it. I would be very surprised if you get the USB port in the body like they did the 2020 Miles Morales suit, right? The 2020 suit, Miles Morales figure. So again, this is your clean standard, right? Because remember, for those who may remember, they had given us for the classic a battle damage helmet, right? Which we're not getting here. We're just getting the Guardian helmet instead. This is, again, nothing different from the original, besides it's going to be a bigger figure, right? A 2.0 should be slightly bigger in size, weight, mass, all around. So expect that. If you already own Predators, expect this to be slightly bigger, because it is going to be. It has to be. Being a 2.0 anything, you guys already know what makes it any figure a 2.0. Bigger body, rolling eyes, some type of power, right? Some type of electronic. So obviously we get the electronic upgrade with the USB, right? We get a 2.0 body, which is going to be bigger. And then now, again, we get the rolling eyes. So now, one thing with the rolling eyes, is it necessary? I personally don't think so. See, here's the Guardian helmet again. So here is interchangeable mandibles, separate rolling eyes. Again, this is nothing new. These interchangeable mandibles have been around from day one. They've been doing the same exact system because it works. There's no need to make it any different, to change it if it works perfectly fine, right? What makes this is mostly the paint application, right? The way they paint these things is what gives it that real lifelike look to the Predator faces, right? And obviously the mouth pieces that you interchange whenever you want to have them with the mouth open, mouth closed. And then all these things, you got to be careful with these. Make sure you don't rip them off. But it's just, little cheap plastic little things. Again, it looks like they're using new material, which is another upgrade, right? Anytime there's a 2.0, they always seem to be using new materials. So no more of that cheap, very cheap leather, right? They're using more better quality materials for that stuff, right? So as you can see here, this used to be, believe it or not, literally a piece of thread, like sewing thread, That's what they would use for these things. And that's why I said, if you grabbed it the wrong way and you yanked it, that was the end of that. And then you would have to get another one and, put it together yourself. But that's what they would give us, pieces of thread holding these skulls around. So now, as you can see, look what they did. Thicker wire, whatever it is, it's thicker, right? As you can see, this looks like a little rope, right? Like a little shoelace rope string, which again, it's not a thread, a piece of thread, which is what we used to get. So another update, right? Another upgrade has to be included. Newly developed body, like I mentioned earlier, it's a must for anything 2.0. As you saw, another example, the 2.0 BVS Batman that is out right now, the Ben Affleck Batman. Look how beefy that body is. Huge. That's a 2.0. So this is why. So here is the jungle. See, jungle themed diorama base. So this is why it was called the Jungle Predator, right? Because of this. The original one, like I said, the classic one, not the original, the classic Predator came with its own diorama. It wasn't a jungle theme one. It was more like I think it had like skulls and stuff like that. So it wasn't anything like this. So this is cool if you're going to display. I have that one used. I have only one of the two used just because I'm like, I need to use one of these bases. But they're really nice. They're very, very nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this anywhere, so I'm not going to use this base, but obviously I already pre-ordered immediately. This came out in the middle of the night, like 2:30 in the morning. I was still up. I ordered it immediately, and I even messaged Bob. I said, Bob, you up? He posted his stuff, and he didn't even share it. I said, Bob. So as you can see, this here is new, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed. This is a new blade design, right? We usually get the standard regular. These are the retracted ones, right? They're not sticking out yet, and these are slightly sticking out. These are not sticking out at all. So these are the shortest ones. These are the middle ones, I'm going to assume, and then these are the ones that come all out. Now, what is the difference? The difference is that they usually stick out straight out from the insert space, right? You stick it in straight in like that, and it just sticks out. Well, what they did was it goes in here, but it sticks out to the right, and it sticks out to the left. So it actually opens up like this instead of just straight out, which is new because I don't remember ever having that style of blade with any single Predator, and I have most of the newer ones. I don't have many of the older ones. I don't have many of the kits. I may have 2 Predators that were kits, maybe 2, and then everything else was the updated one. So Elder 1.0, Elder Predator 2.0, all these different ones. Falconer, Berserker, Guardian, blah blah blah. So every single one, but again, the updated ones, not the old ones. Which I'm glad I didn't get them all because the updated ones are way better than those kits, size wise, and everything is better. So here's the deluxe version, guys. So you get the additional Predator mask concept art. Again, this is the Guardian version. I can tell you because like I said, I posted it today. You get the diorama base, and you get 2 skull accessories. So that's obviously if you want to display the Predator holding the skulls in his hand or whatever, which we never got before. We just got different size skulls of aliens and different Predators, but never human skulls, at least as far as I remember, because all that we ever get is this spinal cord with the skull. This we gotten plenty, but never anything like this, So very, very excited. Who's not getting this? Please tell me in the chat who doesn't care for this, who didn't flinch when this was announced, or who's actually excited to own their very first 2.0 Predator if you don't own any. Please let me know in the chat because I want to know who is getting into this after all the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff that's coming. Because again, people got to get very picky now. So I want to know what people are giving up to be able to buy this, or what they're. Oh, we got a super chat. Wait a minute. Where am I? Michael with the super chat. He says, "What industry is Fabs has a secret line going for this base and direct." That's what Fabs goes. Imagine. I wish I got everything ahead of time. Oh my God, that would be epic. That would be epic, and you guys know it. You guys would come in my channel for the fastest reviews ever. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Rob says, Star Wars is all that matters to me in collecting. Well, see, guys, this is how you become bitter in this hobby. When all you worry about is one line, right? One line. And then when that line is done releasing, is done announcing, then you're just sitting, just watching everybody collect. And your first thought is what? Oh, look at that guy. He's such a hoarder. I'm not collecting right now because there's nothing for me to collect. So I'm going to call others hoarders because I'm not collecting, because I'm not a collector. Oh, Robert. Imagine having the Predator display with a bunch of scores. Yeah, I'm telling you, sick. Again, don't expect too much articulation, even though it is a newly updated body. It has to be updated, right, for the bigger head sculpt, because the 2.0 comes with a bigger head sculpt, right? Anytime we're getting rolling eyes in any figure, the figure is bigger. For those who didn't see my John Wick video, John Wick 4, Chapter 4, not the 2. John Wick Chapter 4. Slightly bigger and noticeably bigger than the original John Wick 2 figure. Beefier body, bulkier, head sculpt bigger. Again, for the rolling eyes and rolling eyes only, you have to give it a bigger head sculpt to be able to use the eyes. So they are getting bigger. They are getting better with articulation. That John Wick 4 articulation body, the body, you know, for that articulation is beautiful, right? You could do anything you want with that figure. So the thing is, with these bodies, again, they're solid plastic bodies. So there's not much. Again, we got to wait and see if they are smoother now, right? If the movement flows smoother, if it's not so stiff, because right now I could grab any of my Predators, and if I go to bend the elbow, literally feels like it's going to break, because all those joints were very, very stiff. They move, right? But they're very, very stiff. So hopefully, I have a feeling they may be ratcheted now, right? But again, we don't know anything. We got to wait and see. So hopefully, again, the articulation is better. I don't expect much, but because it's newly designed, I am hoping for the best. Let's see. We got 20. Oh, guys, hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. There's 26 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Predator and Badlands in theaters. Yep, that's coming. You know that's coming. If they did the Hulu, the Prey Predator, right, which is out right now, right, and it was on Hulu, you better believe the other one's coming. Hot Toys to give us Naru, and yeah, they're not. They're not. I said, you know, when the movie came out, I said that would be epic. Just her. I would like her, the brother, the dog, and the Predator. That's it. But they're not making nobody. That would be great, though. I hope Hot Toys gives Major Allen does shit. So that's it. Thank you for bringing this up. So, and we talked about this in the chat, guys. So this is why I'm gonna repeat this again. So Michael had mentioned that, you know, now he thinks that because of this 2.0, now that there's a Dutch figure, you know, obviously, possibly, he doesn't know, nobody knows. So my thing is this. We have gotten Terminators over and over and over throughout the years, right? Even Arnold. We got Arnold as the Guardian T800 for Genesis, aged, right? We have gotten 2.0s recently of T800s, right? Battle damage T800, regular T800, and then the T1000. So recently, we just got a new Arnold. What do we get after that? Mr. Freeze. If somebody had said to me, hey, you think they're going to make a Mr. Freeze? I would have told you never, because they never did. So that was very unexpected. And here we are with something that, again, I could have never called, because if they never did it, why would I tell you, oh, yeah, that's coming? Right? Something like that I would have never been able to make that call. But here it is. Now, what is the problem with Dutch? again, it was made one time. Hot Toys making a figure one time and never making it again tells me more that they're not going to make it ever again than them coming out of left field and making it for the first time. So, again, I tell you guys this every single time. Anything is always possible with Hot Toys, right? They could come out tomorrow and say, here is, Dutch. But here's the problem. If they were planning on it, they know 1,000,000,000% how desperate people are for that figure. They know this very well. People have been asking for a Dutch since, for over 10 years. Okay, because it's been that long since they released theirs. Over 10 years already. So everybody's been wanting one forever and ever, and people have been buying them, overpaying for them, right? Is that figure worth it now? Absolutely not. It's very, very old. Again, it's a great figure to have, but it is that body's, crappy now. Even if you get it brand new, it's only a matter of time until that body goes, because it's a fact. Back then, those bodies were crap. Again, the figures were always great. They were always the best. Every figure that you get, even if it's from 2008, 2009, it could be crappy in your hand. That figure was the best figure made at that time. That there was nothing better regarding 1/6 when that figure came out. So if you go backwards, that's how you have to think about it, right? You can't be like, oh, this is crap compared to what we got now. Absolutely, 100% garbage. When it comes to size, when it comes to materials, when it comes to everything, the older figures are garbage compared to the ones we get now. So I personally, so where I was headed with this was, if they were planning on making this Dutch, they would have teased it within this specific announcement. You would have seen the arm, you would have seen the back of the head, you would have seen something regarding Dutch to let us know the figure's coming. Again, does that mean it's not coming? Absolutely not. They don't have to do that. I'm telling you one of the ways that they tell us figures are coming. So it's either one of two ways. Teasing the figure within another announcement, which clearly didn't happen, or what? Tease the figure by itself like they did the Winter Soldier, or announce the figure like they announced Predator 2.0 today, or like they announced any other figure. So those are the only two types of announcements besides the tease, right? That's the only two types of ways that Hot Toys announces figures. That's it. There's no other way. Escape Layla. Remember I told you guys she was shown with Chewbacca. Where is she?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Same thing with Jyn Erso when Galen came out. Does that mean Jin's coming? Absolutely not. Can they make a Jyn? 1,000% they can. They're not going to, though. So that's what I mean. They're not going to show you a figure. Oh, here's an entire figure that we're thinking about making. It'll never happen. It will never happen. Unless it's that figure's prototype photo shoot, you're not seeing nothing because they've never done it. And because I've been around that long, I can remember that it's never happened. That's why I'm still undefeated with these calls. Again, where's Princess? Everybody, oh, she's coming. She's coming. Where is she? If you guys are right, where is she? It's been months and nothing about her because she was not part of being announced. She was to create the hype of Chewbacca, period. Just like Jyn was to create the hype of Galen, period. So anytime you guys see a figure that is included, right, an old figure that is included within the new figure, that does not mean that they're going to make the old figure again. It just doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean they can't make it, but it doesn't mean that it's coming 100%. No, never. You know, so that's the thing. They would have teased it already within the Predator announcement, right? You would have seen an arm, you would have seen something telling us this is coming. So that's what I'm telling you. I don't think so. There's something about that character that for whatever reason they don't want to do, they can't do, they don't want to buy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you that figure with a silicone body now. Oh, those silicone arms at least, not silicone body, silicone arms, right? Those muscular arms that they're doing now, forget it. The figure would be, the figure would be about $300. The two different looks, right? Arms exposed or the long, the button-down shirt with the vest, the cigar, all these things. Figure would be insane, but doesn't look, again, I don't think so. I don't think, you can assume and you can think, oh, it's coming. Fine. I don't think so. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. The fact that they're not even hinting at it tells me everything. If they were planning on it to make people go nuts, they would have teased it with this, because it's the only figure that it makes sense to include it with, right? Whether it's, you want to call it the Jungle Predator or the Classic Predator, right? That was the main one, right? From the movie Predator. So if anything regarding Dutch is going to happen, it would be right now. Because remember, there was only one Predator in that movie. Just one. So what else is coming from this line? I mean, are they going to stop with this? That's what I'm saying. How deep are they going to go? But you better believe it's not going to be one or two Predators. I tell you that right now. Guys, there's 32 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Never mind the Predators. Where's Dutch 2.0 question? How to? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just explained everything. It's not looking good. Again, anything's possible. But as of right now, I can tell you absolutely not. Even with, right? Because people say, well, they got the likeness permission. They just did Mr. Freeze. Absolutely. Even with that, because it has nothing to do with Arnold's likeness, because they just did Terminator Battle Damage 2.0. They just did regular 2.0. They did, Mr. Freeze. So it has nothing to do with Arnold. Has to do with that figure specifically. For whatever the issue is, I have no idea. But they made it once and never again. That tells me everything I need to know. They made a Mr. Freeze before they made a Dutch 2.0 or a Dutch remake of any kind. That tells me a lot about the character, about whatever. There's something about that figure that we can't get another. For whatever reason, we don't know. So, you know what I mean? Fast, are you going to try the customize on the Predator? I could, but you know what? It's actually funny you bring this up. I don't know how exciting the rolling eyes are going to be for something like this. You know what I mean? I guess because it's part of the upgrades of being a 2.0, they have to add it. But like, for you to look how dark the eyes are, first of all, right? For you to get in there, for you to see anything going on, you really got to get your face in there. So to have any, the eyes looking anywhere, right? Are you really going to be using these eyes? I could tell you I'm not. So if anything, the Sith eyes would make it look cooler, but I'm not going to be, that's nothing. I could tell you I won't be displaying it with the helmet. I have plenty of them already helmeted, so we'll see. We'll see how I display. Maybe with the battle damage helmet, I don't know. But we'll see. So that's the thing. I don't know why they add, again, I know why they added the rolling eyes. I think it's unnecessary for something like this. Guys, hit the like button. There's 32 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't make me kick you out. Barry in the house. Where have you been?
I'm doing.
You came back. Back from where? from the dead. Back from where? It's dope, but I probably will pass. Guys, like I tell you guys every time Barry's here, if you guys haven't checked out his TikTok, now it's the time. Okay. You see this comment on screen right now. It's dope, but I probably will pass. If you check out his TikTok, you will find out why he's going to pass. Okay. Marvel Legends have taken over his soul. Okay. FabsFigures have taken over his soul. Hot Toys does not exist on that channel at all. Go check, please. Oh, Barry, unbelievable. No respect, Barry, huh? No respect. Let's see. We only pre-order those ones is announced. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, again, I hope so, because right now, that figure, if they make it now, forget it. It'll be one of the best figures Hot Toys ever made. You know, the head sculpt will be even better, even though that head sculpt was great. Be even better. The body, right? The arms alone, forget it. You know, this might be my first. There you go. I'm telling you, the 2.0. If you don't have one and you want the classic look, right? The original. This is it. This is your. You don't have to get the deluxe if you don't want it, right? But definitely, this is your original. I don't own any Predators, so the ones coming will be my first. Oh, look at that. Ernesto, welcome.
Hello.
Hello there. I'm back. Bob says, I can't lie. I'm not a huge Predator fan. I like it, but I love it at a That's the thing. That's another thing, right? $300 for the collector's edition, $340 for the deluxe edition, which is right here, right? $340 for the deluxe, $300 for the regular, right? It is not terrible at $340, to be honest. But if you own any Predators and you see the bodies and you know what they're about and you know that they're literally useless bodies, you can't do anything with them. Literally, as much as you could do is you bend the knees and you bend the elbows, and that's about it. Because again, they're very stiff, hard plastic figures. There's nothing, malleable about them. They're just stiff, hard, boom, boom. You want to bend the elbows, like good. You know what I mean? So, hopefully these new bodies are night and day compared to the original ones, because they need to be. They need to be way better, Ash. Let's see. Jer Paul. I haven't seen this guy. You guys don't even want to know. Can we use satchel points on this Predator? I didn't see the option. Yeah, you can't use discounts on. You can only use the thanks codes on the new figures for the first couple of days. You can use points, obviously, on any order you want. I think the only ones you're not allowed to use anything on are the exclusives. The exclusives you're not allowed to use discounts on, no matter what discount you want to use, right? No coupon codes. And the points you should always be able to use on anything. I don't know. I don't think they should be able to block those, but if they do, then it is what it is. But the points, I don't think that's a problem. But the coupon code, you can only use the thanks code. You can only use the first couple of days of a brand new announcement. So if you have a thanks code right now, you could use it on this today. You'll most likely be able to use it tomorrow, and that's about it. Eric, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Guys, there's 33 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Somebody keep track of the likes for me. I want to know how many likes I'm up to, because I feel like we got some roaches in the house. If we're not up to 33 by now, we got roaches and we must stop the stream. Sean, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. Yeah, there's no way I'm collecting backward. Yeah, it's not worth it anyway. It's not worth it anyway. And again, everything's getting bigger. Everything. I didn't expect John Wick. Okay. I didn't expect John Wick to be bigger than the original John Wick. Why would I expect that? Okay. even with the rolling eyes, I'm like, it can't be that big of a difference. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. You know, so everything's getting bigger. So why would you want to go back? And this is what I told Michael when he got his Iron Patriot. You know, I said it's smaller than the new ones, but it's still a great figure. So everything backwards now is smaller. It's going to be smaller than everything, you know, slightly smaller. But if you got all the new stuff and you go backwards, you're going to be like, yo, what is this? You know, so that's the only problem with going backwards. Now, if you don't care, you don't care, right? It's for you to look at anyway. It's for your collection. It's for you to be happy with what you just got anyway. So, but, you know, for those who don't know, for those who care about the size, everything old now is smaller than anything new. Especially going back to 2010 figures. Yep. Albert, how are you?
Hello.
Layla's dropping with Gambit. This is what non-collectors say, guys. How Twisted teased Dutch in this figure very subtly with Dutch's knife in the branch. That's his knife, no doubt about it. That's an iconic moment. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't see no knife. And just so you know, Michael, they don't do that anyway. They don't tease this here, I'm assuming. This. So the reason why they're doing this is because they're not giving you the figure. And the fact that you're saying it's an iconic moment, that's exactly why, right? This does not mean the figure's coming by any means. This is their way of telling you, we're giving you something more accurate from the movie, right? This is why that they're giving you this to begin with, which is also why they're giving to you as the deluxe version and not your collector version. Think about it. If it was something that meaningful, right, that meant there's something bigger coming from this, it would be included in both SKUs, not just the deluxe, right? If it was something that meant the figure's coming, it would be given in both SKUs, right? It would be something that could have been part of or should have been part of both figures, because it means, something for the figure regarding something new coming out for the line. That's what I'm telling you. That this knife, that means absolutely nothing. Again, they could come out tomorrow and say, here's Dutch. And then what? Right? Absolutely. That could happen at any moment. But I can tell you, most likely 99.1,000, it's not happening. It's not happening. If I ever do a YouTube channel, I will call my viewers boogers. Boogers. Unbelievable. You know what's funny, Big Dog? You could call your viewers boogers and you still have more viewers than me. Oh, man. Dutch can always come. But no, that's what I'm saying. Correct. That's what I'm saying. But again, the fact that how many years has it been since the first one, Sean?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
That's the point. So again, not that it can't be made, not that it needs to be made tomorrow or today or next week, but where is it?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
That's my point. So again, not that they can't make it, not that they're not capable of making it, not that they don't have permission to make. It has nothing to do with that. It's just there's a reason why they won't bother with the figure. But not that they can't make it, not that they won't make it, not that they, that they doesn't make money. It has nothing to do with any of that. But again, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And let me tell you something. If that were the case, that this meant that Dutch was coming, you better believe they would have made a big deal about this knife. They would have made sure to highlight, hey, Dutch's knife included as a, you know what I mean? They would have made sure that you knew that was in your face, because it's a big deal. It's something special, it's meaningful. So we got to put it in your face so you know that there's something meaningful behind this knife. They didn't care. They added it to one SKU, meaning, you know what I mean? So that's how I could tell you that they're not making this. Yes, guys, hit the like button. There's 33 of you guys in here. How many likes, guys? Please let me know how many likes. How many likes, you guys? How many likes? Let's see. Hit the hit the button. This girl pro. What's this girl pro? This girl pro. What does that mean? This girl pro. Dutch summer exclusive. I mean, it could make sense, right? Anything like that, something, even if they decided to make a limited figure, a limited Dutch, we would have seen something. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Again, anything's possible, but I don't think so. Barry says, the girl promised me ahead of it does. Oh my god. This guy's unbelievable. 33. Oh, look at that. Guys, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. We got 34 watching. Ernesto, please keep track of me. Let me know when they're up to at least 30 so we could continue the stream, because it looks like roaches have made it to the stream again. I thought I got rid of all the roaches. I thought I had all the supportive people on my stream from now on, and it looks like they're back for more. They're looking for raid. They're looking for raid. Let's go, guys. Hit the like button. We should be at least 31, 32 likes right now. Let's go. Thank you, Ernesto. Keep track for me, please. Did the OG Predator come with the bloody skull and spine? It did not. Not that one. I want to say the original, the Gen 1 Jungle did. That one did, right? The original. The classic did not. Right? The classic did not, because I have the classic. That didn't. Actually, let me check for you guys. Let me just make sure. I don't think so. I know the Jungle definitely did, but that one, Hot Toys classic Predator. Yeah, no. So this is what it comes with. So it came with the base. So as you can see, we never got skulls. Right? It was right. So we never got skulls. It was just on the base already, right? The human skulls, but we never got any loose skulls. And we got the effects, right, for the what do you call it? The gauntlet thing that lights up, because this also lights up. This is battery powered here, right? So you would open the door here, right? You would put that in, and that would light up, right? You get the clean, right? You get the clean helmet. You get the battle damage helmet, which again, I posted all this today, guys. If you follow me on social media, you'll know that. Here's the head sculpt, right? And then here are the pieces, the mouthpieces. So again, no spine. But if you look for the Hot Toys Jungle Predator, right? Jungle Predator, it says Jungle Hunter. Here it is. See, so you get the spine with this, because remember, this is the original one. Here's the spine right there. Hold on. See? So the 1.0 you do get the spine with, but the classic you don't. And as you can see, look at the base as well. So it's supposed to give you like a jungle-ish style of base too, right? But this body, look how crappy this body is, right? So that's what I mean. So the figures, the figures now, the old ones are not good by any means. If you want them, obviously you can still get them, but not worth going backwards for them. 34. Thank you, guys. Please hit the like button. Two more. I saw Predator today on Facebook. I do not know who uploaded it. It was spinning around. Send it to me. I want to see. So again, this thing, guys, this thing is going to be beautiful. So as you can see, we get the spine this time with the 2.0. This thing's going to be massive. This thing's going to be crazy. This thing's going to be insane. So if you are looking into Predators and you haven't gotten into it yet, buckle up, because you are going to get nailed with all the stuff. So now, guys, remember that we had the tease of the box, right? Somebody had the box of Hera circulating around on social media, even before Hot Toys announced the figure, being released. So it was only a matter of time until it was released. Obviously, I didn't believe that it was the actual box. I don't know how anybody could have faked that box, but that thing looked legit. But nobody knew what was going on. So here she is. Again, she looks great, right? The likeness is there, right? The eyes, we got the rolling eyes. The outfit is great. The leather looks nice and clean on the figure, right? Chopper, I still need Chopper so bad. Oh my god, I'm so behind. As you can see, she's got the satchel. She's got the goggles on top. She's got the hat on, right? The what do you call it? Looks like what do you call it? Not a helmet, an aviator thing. And then we've definitely got this somewhere before with another figure. I think no, you know who did this? Sideshow gave us this with the Hoth Han Solo. And now that Rob is a true collector, and now he just got them, he would know that this piece here came with Sideshow's Han. So she is without the jacket, right? So more relaxed look without her entire leather jacket on, and in the what do you call it? And that whole thing and that whole piece that she's holding. So again, beautiful, very basic, nothing fancy, nothing, intricate, nothing. Oh my God. See, this is a big deal for a figure. Also the satchel with the weapons, with the tools. Look at the articulation. They're showing you how much she's doing. Again, not much. They're not showing you a lot. Here she looks a little bit, cockeyed with the way they set up the eyes, but obviously you got to fix that yourself. And yeah, again, very basic, but look at the likeness. She looks beautiful. Look at that. She reminds me of She-Hulk a little bit. I'm going to tell you, the Sith eyes on her, fire. Got to look incredible. Anybody excited for her? Anybody not getting her? Anybody waiting to hopefully get her at a discount? I know Luch and Bob Luch are probably going to wait for a discount. Luch and Bob Luch. Oh my God. That's their new name, Luch. Bob. We got Luch and Bob Luch. Fabs, you lost your mind with those. I'm telling you, they're the coolest things I've ever purchased in the 1/6 community. Look at them. Right here. Right here. Ready to be inserted. No Diddy. I have Hera. I'm telling you, I didn't even pre-order her. I didn't pre-order Marek. I didn't pre-order her. I didn't pre-order Chopper. Ahsoka the White I got. I didn't pre-order Enoch. I didn't pre-order Night Trooper. I still need I still need the whole line. Sorry, I'm not oh my God. She was no arse. She was no arse pass. Hera looks great. Can't wait for my turn. Oh, you collecting or you hoarding? Hoarder. Joe says, I'll wait a year and so yeah, he'll get it for 100 Canadian pesos. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. It's crazy. Faz, go back in the chat and see what I said. Let's see. Where you go. Where is Michael? Michael. What'd you say, Michael? There's nothing, Michael. Michael. No, I don't see anything, Michael. No, nothing. Oh, so you're gonna try the custom sit. Oh, is that it? I hope Hot Tub's good. Oh yeah, no, I think that was it. I don't. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. Why not? Definitely. Oh, stop, Michael. Stop it, Michael. Stop it, Michael. Don't play with my feelings. Do not play with my feelings. What's up, Bobby? Do you? This guy, unbelievable. All right, guys. So again, Beautiful, beautiful. There's another one. Sabine. I don't even have Sabine. I was hoping Rob sent it to me, but he said that he was collecting that one. Selfish. But again, great figure. Great figure. This is a 10, at least from the pictures so far. That whole line is going to be beautiful, guys. That whole line is going to look incredible because it is. There's a lot to it. And then obviously, guys, last but not least, we got this release. And before we get started, something has to be said.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
All right, guys. So please strap it on because it's going to get very, very exposing. Okay, we're going to expose. We need a jungle hunter, not a rehash classic from the movie Predators. Somebody's upset about the update. All right, so Uncarded, where have you been? Pie. What is this? Cake, strawberry cake, and chocolate cake. All right, so we have young Ahsoka, guys. So as you can see, I feel like she's out kind of quick, if I'm not mistaken. She looks perfectly fine. Her face looks kind of chubby, kind of funky. I don't know if it's the lighting, if it's the angles of the pictures, right? As you can see, silicone body, just like the regular Ahsoka. We're not gonna have to worry. We don't have to worry about the breaking joints, right? As you can see, it's a one-piece arm. I don't know why they're doing this with those Ahsoka figures, right? With the white and the original one, why they're bothering with that. It is stupid to create more problems for figures regarding the joints, right? If you're already making silicone seamless stuff, why are you making her arms more difficult for the figure? Why are you adding more parts to these bodies for a Jedi figure? You know they're gonna have to, if you have somebody who poses a lot, you know they're constantly gonna have to go with the, posing the arm. So what is the point of making a figure if you can't even bend the arm because it's gonna break? That's stupid. So if you know you've been doing this, they've done it before that figure. They did it plenty before Ahsoka, the first Mandalorian Ahsoka came out. Why would you do that? And then they did it again with the white. Unbelievable. The Mandalorian, welcome. Nice to see. I feel like
Hello!
what is this filth? I thought that Hot Toys didn't make kids. Oh no, we're gonna get into that. Leo, I'm hoping to get young Ahsoka on a discount. Yeah, so am I, but don't sleep on that because you don't know how many they made. Remember that. Oh, remember also that this was one thing that was going on. I just remembered. I don't remember who was saying this or whose idea it was to attach sexuality with young Ahsoka. Okay. Again, I don't remember who did this, who said it, but it became a thing. Like, first of all, why are you bringing anything sexually related to a toy hobby? That's number one. Okay. Number two, I joke around with Lucha all the time. I would understand, right? Because Lucha he's got an addiction for the Fison bodies, right? And obviously, if you look at those bodies, they're naked, right? And they're very voluptuous, right? You could see why anybody would be like, oh, look at that in that type of way. That I slightly understand. It's still a toy. You're still sick for looking at that in anything else besides, in any other way besides a toy. But I understand why that's happening with that. But why would anybody talk about a young female character that is a toy in that type of way? That is disgusting. That is very telling of the person. Again, why are you thinking about anything other than a toy regarding, again, it's a young female toy, and they were talking about, oh, this, you shouldn't be collecting, what the hell was it? You shouldn't be collecting young kids because, what do you mean? Why shouldn't I be collecting young kids? What's the problem? If it's from a show, right? It's not like somebody saying Hot Toys, hey, make me young kids for the hell of it. Oh, make me young kids because I want young kids in my collect. No, nobody asked for a young kid. It's a character that came from a show. There was nothing sexual about it. So anybody making that a sexual thing is a sicko and does not belong in this community. Talking about a young kid figure is a problem because you are sick in the head and you are attaching that to perversion. That's disgusting. Again, I don't remember who it was. I don't remember who said it, but it was a thing for over a week. I'll never forget it. Over a week, they were talking about, oh, we shouldn't get young Ahsoka because what? Because you're sick in the head? And you can't handle a toy? Yo, that's insane. That was, to me, when I heard that conversation, I was like, what is happening? Who's talking about anything sexual regarding a toy? Again, nobody thought about any of that. I had been in the community forever, and I had never heard anybody say, oh, don't collect that because that's a problem. What are you talking about? So anybody who brings that up, it's from themselves. They brought that up from within. They let it out. Hey, I have an issue. I have a problem with this young female character toy. I should not be around these toys because I clearly have a problem. And I don't even remember if the person had kids or not. Because imagine if you have kids and this is your mentality. What? Are you kidding me? You're around kids thinking that a toy is a problem? That a young female toy is a problem? That is scary. That is very scary. Very, very, very. And these are the type of people that we have here. Like I said, the Feisen thing, that's another perversion. But again, I could understand why you would be like, oh, wow, like, look at the body. Like, it's crazy. Like, I understand. I get it. Again, still sick. It's supposed to be a toy. Still sick. But it's more understandable because of the material, because of how it looks. Again, these bodies come out unclothed, right? So you see it right away. Oh, man. The curves, very curvy. Again, still not normal. More understandable. But young Ahsoka, what did she do to anybody? Where is her sexuality coming through? Nothing. She's a child. Literally, look at her baby face. How can you at all think about anything sexual regarding this figure? You're sick. You are sick. Literally, you're sick in the head. To think that this is anything disgusting. You're sick. You're a sick pervert. Okay? Let me see what you guys are saying. Maybe you guys remember. Does anybody remember that when that happened? She looks like someone stole her dolly. Exactly. It's a little girl. Exactly. And for anybody to think of her in any other way but a toy, sick. You are depraved and you're sick. People, oh my God, disgusting. Weird is you're being too nice, Thule. You're being too nice. I don't know how people say this doesn't look good from the blogger photos. I'm getting all these. No, again, not that she doesn't look good. That angle, her face looks funky, looks puffy, looks chunky. Right? Again, in hand, I could guarantee you she'll be perfect. But from these pictures, her face looks a little chunky. And again, remember on the show too, her face looked a little puffy and a little chubby. So it looks accurate, but I don't know. I gotta wait to see what it is like in hand. I'd buy a Kid Annie with a pot. Exactly. No, I would buy all the kids. It's a toy. It's a toy. Rudy has all the what are those kids? What's that show on Netflix? Oh my God, what's that show on Netflix, guys? Somebody tell me. Oh my God, the alien stuff with the kids. Oh, what's the name? Netflix show with the aliens and the kids, guys. Stranger Things. Thank you, Ernesto. Rudy has all of them. Okay. What's the problem? It's from a show. He's not collecting kids for his health. It's not like, oh, hey, guys, give me some kids. I need kids in my collection. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's from a show that he liked. They made the toys from that show because it's normal. And people bought them. Nobody's sitting there going, oh, Stranger Things, don't buy those because look at that. I'm going to get a stiffy. What? Disgusting. To even bring up anything regarding that in this hobby, it doesn't belong here. These are toys. Insane. I'd buy an pod racer. Questions. Chadwick, how are you, my friend? Long time.
Hello!
I said, what kind of PDF? Yeah, exactly. PDF is trying to. I'm telling you, it is disgusting. It is sick. It is gross. Yeah, that's an odd topic for sure, Kim. But no, I'm telling you, it's why? Why are you thinking about that with a toy? Not only a toy, but a toy that is supposed to be a young female. If that's not a giveaway right there, I don't know what is. People got it's disgusting. It's what it is. Once you go woke, you go broke. Yep. Yep. Hit that like button, guys. There's 34 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here as well. That's Baco. Sounds like someone let their intrusive bingo. Exactly. Because it was one person. It was one person in the entire community that brought that up. Nobody else had ever. Again, I've been around for over 10 years. Not one time have I seen or heard anybody talk about, oh, this figure is blah, blah, blah. Don't get this figure because it's blah, blah. Never. Exotic, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
People have a Fison fetish. Oh, Luch, number one. He is the number one addicted Fison rehab collector. Luch. Okay. He fantasizes about the Fisons. Luch. Okay. That's Luch. Okay. Stranger Things. Yes. Oh, Luch with the super chat. To be clear, I closed my custom fight. Guys, hold on. Before I continue.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
So, what you guys are seeing here, as you can see, he's got to defend himself because guilty people, you know, what happens when you get arrested? You got to go to court and you got to what? Defend yourself. Okay. So what Luch is doing right now, right? He's in court, right? I'm the judge. He's defending himself. So what is he saying? Judge, here's $2 so you can let me off the hook easy. All right. It's not going to happen. Here, this is for you, Luch.
I don't think so.
Oh my God. That is great. That is so funny. Luch setting the record straight. Exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing. Oh man, there's a bunch of Harry Potter figures available. First ever. Thank you. Exactly. Harry Potter. Hermione. Okay. Hermione. Right. So there have been kids forever. Asmus made X-23 years ago as a kid. You remember the kid when she was in Wolverine Logan? That figure, that child they made. I have the child. Again, nobody ever brought that up. Nobody has ever thought of anything sexual in this hobby regarding figures. What do you mean? Disgusting. These are the type of, and this is why a lot of the people that bother me, that come from, I don't bother. These people are lowlives. These people are disgusting. These people are losers. These people are not good human beings. That's why I don't bother with them. Leave me alone. You don't see me talking about you. You don't see me looking for you. They're disgusting. They're miserable. That's why I don't waste my time with nobody like that. Like, why? Why am I wasting my time on a loser? For what? What is my life? How is my life getting better wasting my time with a nobody loser? And this is how they think. This is their mentality. Oh, let me be sexual about a toy. What are you talking about? Insane. I step away for a moment. How do we get here? Well, we got here because somebody last year, when this announcement was made, decided to talk about how this was a problem if you were collecting this, because somehow buying this made you a sicko. But what the person didn't realize was that by him saying that about this figure only exposed his own mindset and his own sickness, because nobody would ever think of a toy. Not many people in general would think, again, especially this. There's nothing like that. You're like, oh, she's exposed. She's got cleavage. She's got nothing. So how do you even come up with that? Sickness. So people expose themselves without you even trying to expose them because they're sick. They can't help it. So they got to blab. Blah, 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 I'm sick. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, don't buy Ahsoka. Don't buy young Ahsoka because I'm sick. Blah, blah, blah. Comes right out. You know? Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Let's see. Why you guys have crowns next year? Because they're the kings of my stream, okay? People who participate, people who are constantly, supporting, right? Those are the kings of my stream. You show up 2 hours late every time, you'll never be king. You will never be king. You will be peasant of the channel forever and ever, Chris. Oh, man. The goggles look, it's funny. I said the same thing. I said, why do they look funky? And then I was like, they look kind of cool. I said the same thing. I don't know if I would display her with them on, but they don't look terrible. Look at that. They don't look terrible. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But again, not that I'm going to use the rolling eyes, but are you going to waste the rolling eyes function on covering the eyes? Again, who knows? But maybe she may look really good with, look at that. Look how cockeyed she looks with the rolling eyes. That's why I don't like messing with them, as to pose with them. I'll mess with them for pictures, but not to leave my figure, looking funky like that. So that may be a way to get around the eyes with the glasses. Here is her holding, with the hilt mounted on her waist, which is a very classy look. Look at the paint application. Look how clean. Look how soft, right? There's like no texture on there whatsoever, not even a little bit, but she looks great. She looks very good. Now, guys, it's 39 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, now question for you guys. Do you guys see Hot Toys reusing this head sculpt again? Remember, we always talk about this. Remember that it's always a possibility. How would you see them? Again, they don't have to use it again. They don't have to, right? We haven't seen a second look of Ahsoka of that, at least that, specific age Ahsoka, right? So we don't know what may happen. But do you guys think that there is a possibility, or there is an opportunity for them to make a second Ahsoka with this head sculpt? Because remember, they usually try to reuse it. It is very rare that they just make an entire head sculpt and use it one time. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It happens plenty. Look at Balin's skull. I can guarantee you when Shin comes out, I can guarantee you Hera is not going to get redone. You know what I mean? So they don't have to reuse everything, but they do sometimes, right? More often than not, they do. That's what I'm asking. So let me know, guys. Guys, hit the like button. There's 36 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Fabs, why don't I? Am I not good enough? That means you don't participate much, my friend. That's what that means. So when you start, joining the conversation, maybe asking some questions, maybe, hey, Fab, when do you think Deadpool is coming? Things like that. Things that you never ask, Oh, man. She's so orange. Exactly. She's perfect. She is perfect. Look at that. No, she looks great. She looks great. She looks perfect. I don't see any complaints at all. Is that how it is in the show? Yep. This is 100% show accurate. Look how beautiful she looks there. Look at that. Beautiful. Mean. She looks menacing a little bit, right? She definitely doesn't look happy. So she looks like she's ready for something. So she's perfect. She is perfect, perfect, perfect. What about young Gamora or the Bad Batch Omega? So Omega, I have a feeling she's coming. Why? Look at how deep they're going with the Bad Batch now with all this commando stuff, right? Now we're getting another 4, right? We got Scorch, we got the gray one, then we got the white one that's sitting on Sideshow. Then now we got the red one, right? Then we're getting a green one, then we're getting the orange one. Oh no, we got the orange one, we're getting a red one, and we're getting a green one, right? So I think if they continue, it's only a matter of time, right? I don't see why if there's money to be made, they're going to make it. The problem is, as you can see, which we talked about this on Saturday, the head sculpts, right? They're capitalizing on these helmets for these Star Wars figures left and right. So any repaint that they see that is possible for them to make, they're going to make it. So they're pumping out helmet after helmet after helmet after helmet because it's easy money, right? An Omega head sculpt obviously is going to take them time to design it, to make it, to sculpt it, blah, blah, blah. Whatever requires with the permission, with whatever they need to do on that end. But making a head sculpt for the first time is obviously different than making one helmet one time and repainting it 17 times. Right? If they make Omega, right? There's Omega. That's it. She's made. Boom. When are they going to make another Omega? So it makes more sense to them to make 17 troopers of the same kind, just repainted, than have to focus on one head sculpt for one figure that they're going to make one time, at least for the time being. That's why, that's what I think, at least, that they hold off on stuff like that. Not that they're not going to make it, but that's why it's not so like, oh, here's another head sculpt, because, again, specifically Star Wars, they're killing it with the helmets. Killing it. So they don't really need to be giving us head sculpt. Even though they do when it's required, they're killing us with the helmets. There's young Omega and slightly older Omega from the end. There you go. So they'll make them. They'll make them. I am here, Reef. What are you on about? What are you on about? What do you mean? What are you speaking? First of all, it's just a fact. Trump tans a lot. Just a statement of fact. No secret to anyone. I think he does spray tan. You know how I can tell he does spray tan? If you look at his eyes, right? If you ever pay attention to how he looks like freshly done, right here, where the goggles go, perfectly round, white circles. Everything else is orange, but right here, white. So that's how I know it's spray tan. This same actress was younger, more Infinity War. Oh, was it really? That's sick. I had no idea. That's awesome. So yeah, guys. So if you're looking for young Ahsoka, just don't be a sicko. Okay, do not look into being a creep in this community regarding figures, regarding toys. Don't be sick. Do not be a sicko. Do not look at these things as an object of your sickness, of your mental sickness, of your mental illness, because this is not the hobby for that. If you want to go be a furry somewhere else. Do not bring your sickness into our hobby, into our pure hobby, because it doesn't belong here. So as you can see, here is the commando that we already got, right? The super commando, which I still need. If somebody's getting rid of it, please message me because I still need this beauty. Here is Rex. Again, another one that I need. This is a figure that I didn't even pre-order. I didn't feel it was necessary having the Clone Wars Rex, but it is necessary, so I need it. And so, yeah, so just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can't wait. This is a 10 all day long. So don't be sick, guys. Don't be sickos, okay? All right, let me see what you guys are saying, and then we're out of here. And then obviously, you know, hopefully we'll get something tomorrow as well. If not, either way, we'll be back. We'll talk about something. Hopefully, there will be something, even if it's a third-party thing to get into. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.